Hey, I hope your night has been gentle so far. If you're lying down, take a moment and just settle in. Let this be your quiet space for a little while. Today might have been busy or heavy, but for now, you don't have to think about any of that. Tonight, I want to talk to you about something strange, something scientists, philosophers, and even billionaires are quietly debating right now. The possibility that everything we see, everything we feel, and everything we believe is reality might actually be part of a simulation. I know that sounds wild, but stay with me. Scientists have started to question whether the universe behaves too perfectly to be random. The laws of physics follow precise rules, almost like lines of code. Space and time act like a programmed system. Quantum particles behave unpredictably until measured, as if waiting for input. Some researchers even suggest that the universe looks more like information being processed rather than matter simply existing. And if that's true, then what does that say about us? Are we part of a simulation? Or are we living inside something much larger, something designed, something we can't fully see? When I first thought about this, I felt a mix of curiosity and calm fear. But the more I listened to physicists talk about it, the more I realized something comforting. Even if we are in a simulation, it doesn't take away from our experiences. It just means reality is stranger than we ever imagined. By the way, if you enjoy these quiet stories at night, feel free to subscribe so you can return whenever you need a calm voice before sleep. And if you want, leave a comment telling me what topic you'd like next. I really love seeing your suggestions. Now, let's explore how scientists even began to suspect this. The universe follows rules, strict rules. Gravity, light, time, energy, everything behaves according to predictable laws. And that's unusual. In nature, randomness usually dominates, but the universe feels organized, as if someone wrote rules into the foundation of everything. Some physicists say if the laws of physics are too perfect, it might mean they were programmed, because in a naturally chaotic universe, we wouldn't expect such elegant structure. Even the constants of nature, like the speed of light or gravitational force, are precisely tuned. If they were just slightly different, stars wouldn't form, planets wouldn't exist, and life would be impossible. It almost feels intentional. And that's where the question begins. Is reality built or born? Let's continue. One of the strangest clues comes from quantum physics. On the smallest level, reality doesn't behave normally. Particles don't exist in one place until we look at them. They exist in a cloud of possibilities, and only when observed do they settle into a position. It's almost like the universe renders itself only when you look, the way a computer generates graphics only when needed. Imagine a video game. The world doesn't exist in full detail everywhere at once. The graphics load only when the player enters an area. Some scientists wonder if the universe might work similarly, that reality becomes real the moment consciousness observes it. That idea feels unsettling, but also strangely beautiful. Another idea comes from mathematics. The universe can be described with incredibly elegant equations. Why should reality be mathematical at all? Why does everything follow rules? It feels almost like someone, or something, wrote the rules before the universe even began. But here's where things become even more mysterious. If the universe is a simulation, that would mean someone, somewhere, built it. Maybe not humans, maybe something beyond our understanding. But if intelligence created this reality, then what created them? And what created whatever created them? The questions stretch endlessly. If you're still awake and listening quietly, thank you. You can like this video if it's helping you relax, or leave a simple comment. I always enjoy knowing someone is on the other side of these late-night thoughts. And if you want more calm stories like this, subscribing is the easiest way to find your way back here. Some scientists think that consciousness might not be inside the universe. Consciousness might be the thing creating it. Instead of us being inside reality, reality might be inside our minds. That's a difficult idea to imagine, but it has been explored by philosophers for thousands of years. And then there's Elon Musk, who famously said the chances we are living in base reality are 1 in billions. Not zero, not small, but almost impossible. He believes the universe is so complex, so perfectly designed, that it's more likely we are inside a simulation than outside it. But here's what comforts me. Whether we are real or simulated, our feelings are real to us. Our memories, our love, our pain, our dreams, these are real because we experience them. And that matters more than questions we may never fully answer. Close your eyes for a moment and just think, what if everything around you was part of a design, not by accident, but intentionally? That would mean every sunrise, every moment, every person you've met was meant to happen in this exact version of reality. It's strange to think about, but strangely comforting too. Let's go a little deeper. Another strange clue appears in the way physics behaves at extremely small scales. When scientists observe particles at the quantum level, they notice a kind of pixelation in space. Tiny limits, minimum sizes, minimum distances, minimum energy. It's almost like the universe has a resolution, the way a computer screen has pixels you can't go smaller than. If space is smooth, there shouldn't be a smallest unit. But if space is simulated, then maybe reality is built from tiny, indivisible units, just like digital pixels. In other words, maybe the universe isn't infinitely detailed. Maybe it's rendered in discrete bits of information. And then there's the speed of light. Nothing moves faster than light, not even information. Why does the universe have a speed limit? In a computer simulation, limits are common. They keep systems stable. They keep everything from breaking. A universal speed limit feels strangely similar to a programmed rule. Some researchers think the universe behaves more like information than matter. Instead of being made from things, reality might be made from data being processed at unimaginable speed. Which raises another question. Processed by what? A computer? A cosmic machine? A consciousness? The more we learn, the stranger everything becomes. If you're still listening, thank you for staying awake with me. And if you're starting to drift, that's perfectly fine. You don't need to understand everything. Just let these thoughts drift around gently, like stars moving slowly across a quiet night sky. If you're enjoying this peaceful time, you can subscribe, so whenever you need a soft voice before sleep, you'll know where to find one. Another idea suggests that glitches might exist in our world. Small inconsistencies, strange coincidences, patterns we can't explain. Most of them could just be randomness, but sometimes they feel too odd to ignore. People notice repeating numbers, déjà vu, unlikely events happening with almost perfect timing. Are they just coincidences? Probably. But what if they're hints of something deeper? Even ancient philosophers questioned reality thousands of years ago. Plato wondered whether the world we see is just a shadow of a deeper truth. Hindu philosophy describes the physical world as Maya, an illusion, temporary, changeable, not the ultimate reality. The idea that we are inside something greater is not new. We just now have science asking the same question. So, are we living in a simulation? No one can say for sure, but what we do know is this. Reality behaves in mysterious ways, too precise to be random, too structured to be accidental. The universe follows rules as if it were written, and consciousness experiences those rules as if observing a story unfold. Maybe we are inside a simulation, maybe not, but either way, the life you're living is still real to you. The feelings you feel are real. The people you love are real. The experiences you collect are real because you live them. A simulated reality is still reality for those who experience it. And here's something gentle to keep in mind. Even if everything around us is part of a grand design, it doesn't make it meaningless. In fact, it might make it more meaningful, because every moment, every thought, every memory might be part of something intentional, something bigger than we can understand right now. Some people worry that a simulated universe makes life less important, but I think it might mean the opposite. It might mean your existence is too meaningful to be random. It might mean your consciousness matters in ways you can't imagine. So as you rest tonight, you can let these thoughts drift slowly in your mind. You don't need answers. Sometimes questions are enough. Sometimes mystery itself is comforting. Thank you for spending these moments with me tonight. It truly means a lot. If this calm story helped you relax and made your night a little softer, feel free to like or leave a quiet comment. And if you want more peaceful bedtime thoughts like this, you can subscribe so you'll always have a calm space to return to at the end of the day. For now, just breathe slowly, let your eyes grow heavy, and if sleep comes, let it come gently. You've done enough for today. Good night.